Okay.
Hey Fit Fours, and welcome to our Tips from the Top training. We are in week 5, and tonight we're here with Angela, and she is going to talk to us tonight about the inviting process when you're talking about the business opportunity, and basically how to invite and bring people on and just do that in a non-salesy approach. And, I'll let her go on all about that. She's the one talking about the topic. But just in case, for those of you guys who don't know Angela, Angela is one of our top coaches on the team. She is a 2-star diamond coach. She's been a coach since May of 2013. I think she celebrated her 2-year anniversary last week. And she's just got a kick-butt team full of rock star coaches, and she has a lot of great information to provide. She's one of my amazing business partners and girlfriends, and so I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to her and let her, share with you guys tonight. So go ahead, Ange.
Okay. Hey, guys. Let me see if I can get my screen share going here. Oh, no. Hold on. Uh-oh. I need the right one. Oh, there you are. Hold on. Okay, can you see it?
Yep, looks perfect. Oh, hold on. Let me turn myself off. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay, awesome. Okay, hey guys, what's up? Thanks for logging on and listening to me tonight. So what I want to do first is, since we're talking about how to invite and recruit like a girl boss, is to kind of just run over what a girl boss is, because I think this is a huge part of getting yourself in the right mindset to go out there and try to get people on your team. And I know a lot of people have been throwing the term girl boss around. And if you haven't checked out the book by Sophia Amoroso, Girl Boss, you really should. It's awesome. But so there's a few things that make a girl boss. She is confident. She is a go-getter. She is a figure outer and has that stick-to-itiveness. That's something my husband kind of comes up with for me. Just basically, it's like you don't give up. You learn from your experiences, and especially your mistakes or your failures, and you keep moving on and try to improve and make it better the next time. If you're learning, you are winning. Things are moving forward. That's good stuff. So she also likes to dream big, really big, and doesn't just put those dreams out there. She puts things in place to make them happen. She sets goals and she keeps them in front of her every single day at all times, so she always knows what she's moving towards next. And she is in control of her future. She lives her life, and she's in control of her day-to-day, lives her life by design. She owns her time and is complete control of all that. And, it's not no means no. No means, okay, I'm going to learn from this and figure out how to make that a yes the next time I go at this. So you can learn from it and approach it in a different way. It's never no forever. And I am a perfect example of, I have both of my diamond coaches both told me no on more than 1, 2, or 5 or 6 occasions. So, you don't walk away from that. Okay, let me see if I can flip over to my next slide. Oh, good, I did it. Okay. So a big question people are always like, where do I find my coaches? Oh my gosh, how do I find these people? I don't know where they are. Okay, so there's a couple things you can do. You got your social bubbles, right? Do you know what they are? So think about all the different aspects of your life. You've got work, you've got friends, you've got family, you've got neighbors, you've got if you have kids, then they have activities and places they go, and they've got friends, and their friends have parents, and you have church. There's so many different outlets, different social areas that you have where your potential coaches could be coming from. So make those bubbles, write them down, and then start writing down names from each one of those bubbles, and then take your time going through each one of those. Pick one bubble once a week and start reaching out to those people and building those relationships there. And usually what will happen is hopefully you get them into one of your challenge groups first so they can experience what all this is about, especially if they've never done anything like this before. And then the other major place you are going to find your awesome coaches will be in your challenge groups. And you've got to be on the lookout for them in your challenge groups because they will jump out at you. These are your challengers that are logging on multiple times a day. They're always posting. They're completely engaged in everything that you do. They're not just posting their own stuff. They're liking and commenting on other challengers' things. And so what I encourage my coaches to do is that when you see one of those challengers really sticking out in your group, you want to make sure that you are, like kind of encouraging them and letting them know that you're aware that they're totally participating and being awesome. And you can just kind of, it will build that path for you so that towards the end of the group, as you're wrapping up, you can be like, you're kind of really already doing everything that a coach does. Have you ever thought about this? It doesn't have to be like a big formal approach. You just kind of like throw it out there, why not? Okay, now where did I go? Oh, here I am. Next one. Okay, so this is something I had a major problem with for a long time, is just making the ask, putting it out there. You have to like just put that fear aside and just go for it. Put this out there in front of people. It is not up to us to decide whether or not this is going to be a good fit for somebody else. Once somebody finally told me that, I'm like, you know what? You're right. Because if Lauren thought, hey, no, this, I can't ask Anne, she would never do this, then I would have never found out about this. And, it just wouldn't have gone on from there. So put it out there. Just because you're offering an opportunity that's really amazing to somebody does not mean that you're going to totally offend them and they'll never, ever talk to you ever again. I mean, I can't say that that's ever happened with all the people that I've asked to do this and all the people that have told me no. No one has ever stopped talking to me forever. So, oh, and I'm still alive, which is also a really good point. You won't die, right? So that's good. Because honestly, I kind of thought that for a while that I was going to die when I had to ask people things. So you want to be confident in what it is that we have to offer. Guys, this stuff, our programs are awesome. You know that, right? You know that Shakeology is awesome. So this job opportunity is awesome. So why wouldn't you just offer that to people? I like to say that think of it more of like sharing. If I have a coupon to Target or Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm going to offer to my friend that I know is going there. Oh, hey, do you want to use this? Because it's awesome. So why wouldn't you do that with this? It's the same thing. You just got to throw it out there to people. And it doesn't have to be a real formal business presentation. You just got to talk to somebody and just be like, I'm doing this thing and it's really changing my life and I'm having a whole lot of fun doing it. Whatever this is bringing for you, tell them about it, share it to them, and just leave it up to them to decide. Do you want to check it out? And yeah, okay, great. I'll tell you what to do. If you don't, okay, so where are we going for lunch? It doesn't have to be the end of the world. And you want to figure out when you're talking with people, when you're first wanting to approach them, make sure you know that person and know where they're coming from and know how this could benefit them, so that way you can approach it in that way. If this is, you're talking to, I'm sorry, I have a stink bug that's buzzing over my head and I swear if it lands on me and I scream, I'm really sorry. If you have a stay-at-home mom who has the baby weight to lose and can't find any time for herself that you're talking to and you think she would make a really great coach, you got to talk to her about how this is going to help her stay on track, how coaching provides that extra bit of accountability for you. When you don't want to wake up early before everybody else because you've been up 3 times in the middle of the night with your kids, you know, it, it'll make you do that because you've got that, oh, I have other people waiting for me and depending on me to do it. So I need to do it right for myself. Or if it's somebody who just needs that extra financial boost in their family, then you can show them how that this could work for them. You just have to know who you're talking to and how this is going to help them. So, which brings me to the types of coaches, okay? There's basically 3 types of coaches. We've got our discount coaches, we've got our dabblers, and we've got our people who are all in. So, you have to be able to bring this up to all 3 of those potential people, because you can't just only be looking for those coaches that are going to be all in and working as hard as you, because not all of your coaches in your downline are going to be like that. You're going to have a mix of them. And some of your best coaches may start out, oh, here it comes. It's coming right for me. Sorry. Some of your best coaches may start out as discount coaches, and then they may graduate to dabblers, and then they may graduate to being all in, or maybe somebody that's all in might have to back off for a while and then go back out. People can move through any one of these 3 at any time. That's totally okay. But you have to be able to bring it up to everybody and let them decide which one works for them. So your discount coaches, you want to approach your Shakeology customers. If you have somebody that's been on Shakeology for more than 2 months and you haven't talked to them about being a discount coach, you're really missing out. And you're doing them a disservice. You are not letting them have the opportunity to have a discount on something that they love and they're going to buy anyway. Now, if you were my friend, I would just be mad at you because that's just not right. You don't do that to a friend. I want to know if I can get a discount on something, right? So, tell them, hey, I see you're doing your Shakeology every single day. You totally love it. So wouldn't you want to just save a little bit of money on it? I mean, I would want to save a little bit of money on it, right? And then your dabblers are your people who are, maybe they want to sign up, but they don't really have the money to put out, or they love Shakeology. And again, it's like they're strapped for it. They're just not sure. These are your people you're like, hey, or they've probably referred you 1 or 2 people. It's like, you have some friends that want to do this, and why don't you just sign up as a coach and then put them under you? I can still do all the coaching, but you'll make a little bit of this money back. And you might as well build them up under you, and I'll take care of everything else. And I think you guys know, you're all in coaches. There's people who are some people are just ready to dive in from the beginning. And, you can, if you don't ask them, you'll never know that. I didn't quite dive in right at the beginning, but I kind of, like after doing my first challenge, I was like, oh yeah, this is great. So let's go. And I would have never expected that I would have done this. At first I was just like, hey, yeah, I really like the Shakeology stuff. And my husband's going to freak out if he sees this on the credit card bill every single month. So saving a little bit of money on it is probably not a bad idea. So you just have to be able to put this out in front of people. You never know who's going to really take off with this, whose life this could change in any way. You just don't know unless you ask and you put it out there in front of them. And the big thing is people can cancel at any time. It's not like if you sign up with this, you're in for life and you can never ever leave. No. If you don't like it and it's not working out for you, then okay, you gave it a try and thanks for coming by and we'll still be friends. So I think that's kind of it. What's my little spiel for the night? Hold on. There we go. Okay. So that's kind of it. Sorry, this stink bug is like.
Hold on. My light disappeared. Let me
Oh no.
light myself back up here so you guys can see me. Uh-oh. There we go. That's better. I had to turn the light down.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, now you can see me. No, I think that was awesome. There's so much in there that, is so important, and it's using your challenge groups. The best challengers come from challenge groups, and those are the people that are already loving the products, and they're already using them, and they're already seeing transformations, and people around them are seeing those transformations. And it's just all about exactly what Ange said. You have to not be afraid to just ask, and it isn't that you need to be super pushy. And when it comes to offering up the opportunity, it's finding ways that you can work it in, and it's reaching out to those people. When people say follow up, it doesn't always mean that you have to be following up with them because you already offered an opportunity. It just means it could be that, for example, with Ange and I hadn't spoken to Angela in a really long time. She and I were sorority sisters, and that was probably the last time I had spoken to her was when we were in college. And I simply just reached out to her and said, hey girl, I've been watching you on Facebook. It's so great that we reconnected, and what's going on in your life? And I totally formed her from top to bottom, and I got to know her and her life. And if you're not familiar with the form process, then you need to ask us in the group, and you need to go and you need to do some research on it. And maybe I need to create a video on that. But we have tons of information about that process and just the questions in which you ask someone. And when doing these things, even with your challengers, you want to make sure that you really get to know them and that you are following up with them. That is what following up means. It doesn't mean just going to the people that have said, hey, I'm interested in the past or anything. It's just simply reaching out and creating those conversations and building those relationships from start to finish. So some of the sample questions that you can ask your, sorry, Audrey decided to join me and she's eating chips right by my desk. So if it's loud, I apologize. But some of the questions you can ask them are, why are you, if they do reach out to you, you can ask them why they're interested in the challenge group or what interests them about the coaching opportunity. You can ask them, find something that you relate to them with. Maybe you see something on their page or on their Facebook that comes across and it's them working out at the gym or they're doing a Zumba class, or maybe it's something as simple as you notice that you're just having a fight with the stink bug. But maybe it is something as simple as, their kid is wearing the same outfit that your child has. I mean, it can be anything, you guys, anything. And it's just looking for something to start a conversation. And then once you get them in the conversation, you want to ask them about their family. You're going to ask them about their occupation, about their their goals and their relationships, and, really just, what do they like to do? What do they do for fun? Recreation, I think, is the R for the form topic. It's just asking tons of questions. What were you doing when you were working out? But those are all things that if they're not challengers already and you don't already know these things about them, these are just ways that you can kind of get someone in. So, this morning, I'll use a perfect example. This morning, I did 3 business invitations within a matter of like 10 minutes, and they were ones that I wasn't expecting to make. My goal is to do at least 10 a day, and these 3 just kind of popped up, and I was like, this is totally random, but have you ever considered doing what I do? And here's why, I explained to them why I think that they would be an amazing coach. Or it came from simply, I saw somebody post a comment about her life dramatically changing. I realized that I really do care about this person. She's my friend. I didn't go into this conversation with the intentions of signing her up as a coach or, bringing her into a challenge group. I just simply messaged her and I said, hey, I saw your post. Is everything okay? What's going on? And she opened up and started talking. Just so happens that she lost her job. So, she's a fitness professional. She's into fitness. She's a brand new stay-at-home mom, and she's a brand new mom who's now being forced into being a stay-at-home mom. And the conversation just kind of turned that way, but it wasn't an awkward thing. It like Ange said, it's a disservice if you're not asking someone, even if it isn't just about the discount and it is solely about the opportunity. if you truly in your heart believe that this opportunity is amazing and has a lot of potential, then you are doing them a disservice if you're not asking them to be a part of it. It's not your job to decide whether or not they're going to join, but it is your job to at least present the opportunity. And they may say no. Not everybody is going to say yes. There are people that are really going to say no because right now it's just not the right time for them. But you never know what will happen. Look at me. I said no to Brandy for an entire year, and she invited me to every single challenge group for an entire year, and I said no. And exactly a year to date, I was one of the very first people she asked to sign up as a coach. And I didn't do that. But a year to date of her sign up date, I said yeah. So you never know when it's going to be the right time and when it's going to hit somebody. So you always have to be asking and always like just reconnecting with those people and reconnecting with your friends and anybody really. Just find reasons to start conversations and don't be afraid. Set an invite goal for business opportunities. Mine is at least 10 a day, which means that I'm putting that in front of 70 people a week. And, but yours doesn't have to be that. It can simply be, I say one person a day. So that's 7 a week. If you do all 7 in one day, that's great. But you definitely need to be putting that opportunity out there in front of people. We do have scripts in FitForce on how you can approach people. And I have a script that I recently created about forming people that I can send out to you guys. And I'll put that in our Google Drive as well. But I hope that you guys got a lot out of this training and a lot out of this topic. If you have questions, please post below the poster that Ange posted about the call, and we will do our best to try and answer all your questions. So I think that's it. Ange, do you have anything else that you wanted to say?
Just don't be afraid to talk to people.
Yeah, I totally noticed.
Don't be like me. Don't take like a year to warm up to doing that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the group. Have a great night. Bye, everyone.